Spending hours trying to figure out what to cook this week? Let me save you the scroll. I've got ideas. Quick, creative and made to fit real life. Stick around, you'll definitely find something just for you. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. You know those recipes that blow up on your feed and you're not sure if they're actually good or just look cool on camera? Well, this one's both. It's cheesy, crispy and made with just a few things you probably already have. Start it with an onion, cut off the ends, peel it and slice into rings. About 4 mm thick works great. Then grab a baking tray and line it with parchment. I trimmed mine to fit, just to keep things tidy. Now set a grater right on the tray and get some mozzarella going. Grate a good amount straight onto the parchment. Mozzarella melts into this golden bubbly base that holds everything together. It gets crispy at the edges but stays just a little stretchy underneath, so you get that perfect bite. Mild, creamy and super satisfying once it bakes. Then spread it out with your hands so it's nice and even. Now place the onion rings right on top of that cheese layer. Then heat it with a generous snowfall of finely grated parmesan. Time to mix a quick spice blend: paprika, salt and garlic powder. Sprinkle that all over the top. It gives the chips a little kick, some depth and that warm savory edge that balances all the cheese. Nothing overpowering, just enough to make each bite pop. Bake at 200 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. When it's done, let it cool for 10 minutes before cutting. Trust me, that's when everything crisps up beautifully. It lifts off the tray in one crunchy sheet. Super satisfying. Break it up, throw it on a plate and you've got these golden cheesy onion chips that somehow taste even better than they look. Definitely one of those viral recipes that's actually worth the hype. It's just wow! Enjoy! Now here's a fantastic recipe shared by one of our viewers. It takes French fries to a whole new level. These might be the crispiest fries I've ever made at home. No kidding. Start with some good potatoes, scrubbed clean, skins on. I run them through a fry cutter to get those perfect even strips. Then into a bowl of cold water they go. And yes, iodize. It chills them fast and pulls out some of the starch, which makes them crisp up better later. Let them soak for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then drain and dry them well with paper towels. You want them really dry before anything else. Now here's the twist. We heat the microwave. Lay the fries on a plate, don't cover them, and microwave for about 3 to 5 minutes at 8 to 900 watts, flipping once. They should look a little dried out, par-cooked but still firm. Next up, a clean glass jar. Toss the fries in, add your favorite herbs. I like Italian seasoning, thyme, maybe a little rosemary or garlic powder if I'm feeling fancy. And a good spoonful of mayonnaise. Yeah, mayo. It's basically fat, eggs and a little acid, so it gives you that golden, crispy crust and a touch of richness that's honestly kind of amazing. Shake it all up so the fries get evenly coated. Now into the air fryer they go. Start at 160 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes, just to get things going. Then give them a shake and crank it up to 200 degrees Celsius for another 10 minutes. And that's it. They come out insanely crispy, golden and full of flavor. A sprinkle of salt at the end, and honestly, they don't even need ketchup. Fries just leveled up. Okay, I didn't think I'd be saying this, but we are making lasagna with instant ramen noodles, and surprisingly, it totally works. Start with a baking dish. Open a full tub of ricotta and add the whole thing straight in. No need to scoop or measure. Then add some bolognese sauce right on top. I just press the lid sides until it clicks. Super easy way to open it. Use a spatula to break up the cheese and mix it all together. It'll be the base of our filling. Now pour in a good splash of heavy cream, about 100 ml or so. It adds richness, helps everything melt together and gives the filling that silky, luxurious texture you want. Give everything a quick stir until it looks smooth and creamy. Time for noodles. Take 2 dry ramen blocks, don't boil them, and press them gently into the mixture. I used potato masher to help sink them into the sauce. Then give the dish a little shake. It helps the sauce settle evenly over the noodles and fills in any gaps. Now for the fun part. A sprinkle of chili flakes for heat and a nice pile of shredded mozzarella. Sprinkle it evenly over the dish, you want good coverage. It's what gives you that golden cheesy top once it bakes. Then add a few slices of pepperoni or your favorite sausage right over the cheese. Bake at 200 degrees Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes until everything's bubbling and the top is perfectly golden. The noodles soften up inside and soak up all that creamy savory flavor. And the cheese on top? Melted and browned just right. This turned out seriously good. Rich, comforting and way more filling than you'd expect from 2 blocks of ramen. I'd absolutely make this again. Next up, garlic bread roll. You'll need softened butter for this one. If yours isn't soft, here's a quick hack. Pour boiling water into a bowl to warm it up. Then pour the water back out and cover the butter with the warm bowl. It'll soften up in no time. Once the butter's ready, toss it into the bowl. Crush in a couple cloves of garlic. Fresh garlic really wakes everything up. Then add some garlic powder, paprika and dried parsley, layering the flavors so it's bold but still balanced. And a pinch of salt. Mix it all together into a smooth, garlicky spread. Now grab the tortillas. I'm using 3, just enough to roll into a nicely sized log. Spread that buttery mix over one side of each tortilla all the way to the edges. It's much easier if you use the back of a spoon. Works like a charm. Now overlap the tortillas into one long strip to get them ready for the next step. Then take a blender and shred about 200 grams of mozzarella. It only takes a few seconds, but makes everything quicker and easier. Next, sprinkle that shredded mozzarella evenly across the whole strip. Nothing beats that melty cheese inside. Roll it up into a big log, then slice into thick pieces, around 4 to 5 centimeters. Now get your muffin mold ready. I'm using a silicone one here. It's important that it fits the size of the rolls, so they hold their shape while baking. Drop the pieces in and sprinkle a little extra mozzarella on top. Bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. When they come out, they are golden, melty and packed with garlicky, cheesy flavor. One of those simple little dishes that always makes breakfast feel a bit more special. Enjoy! Here's a dish I keep coming back to. Perfect for a cozy breakfast or late brunch. Start by chopping some scallions, nice and fine, and toss them into a bowl. Then onto the skillet goes the bacon. Fry it on both sides until it's crispy and golden. Once it's done, transfer it to a board and chop it into small crunchy bits. That goes into the bowl with the scallions. Now grate in some cheddar cheese. I'm using about ¼ cup. Then grab a second bowl. Time to prep the eggs. Out of the magic pocket. Yep, eggs. Crack 2 of them into the bowl. Now add about 80 ml of stock. Then beat it all together with a fork until smooth. The stock makes the eggs extra rich and savory, kind of like a shortcut to deeper flavor. Back to the skillet, the one we used for the bacon, and cook up a quick scramble. It's simple but full of flavor. Now fold that scramble into the bowl with the rest of the filling, and that's our mix. Next comes the tortilla. Spoon the filling right into the center. Then take another tortilla and cut out a small round. That'll be the lid. Place it on top of the filling. Then fold the bottom tortilla up around it, working your way around the edges to close it up. You'll end up with a neat little round bundle. Toast it in a pan seam side down first, so it seals properly. Flip it once it's holding its shape and cook until it's golden and crisp on both sides. And when you cut into it, that crust cracks and the filling is just everything you want it to be. Rich, cheesy, a little salty and full of flavor. One of those recipes that looks fun and delivers every single time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please share it on your social media.